Kate, how's it going?
I'm great, thanks. How are you, Cameron?
Good. I thought we lost you to the upcoming seasons.
Yeah, that, and I've been out doing a bunch of other stuff in the mornings and not been in cell service. So yeah, I've been doing both, but I'm pretty much out of real estate for the next after after Friday for the next couple months.
Cool. Okay. It's good to know. I wonder if there's anyone else that lives nearby, if any real estate comes up that you could just pass it off, let someone run with it.
Yeah, and I could still run with it that way, but as far as like doing anything like on the side, trying to generate leads and that kind of stuff is like that's kind of dead. I mean, I'm still doing real estate when I'm in the office, but like all next week I'll be in Minneapolis, so I don't know. We'll
Hmm.
see how it goes.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Amy, I saw you went under contract. Congratulations.
Woohoo! Thank you. So exciting.
Finally official.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's interesting?
Hmm.
That escalation clause. I mean, we got an amazing offer, right? Like for my seller to say we'll cover the buyer compensation fees on that kind of home above price. My seller's like that one, him seeing the 1.1 escalation clause, that's hard for him to be like, well, we didn't get it up there.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, he saw that they were willing to pay 1.1. I have to remind him that the offer is really 1.056 if you add the 3% commission. I have to remind him, like, we did comps. The highest comp was 1.06 for a newer home, bigger home, nicer home. You got 1.056. He's
Hmm.
happy, but there's something in his head that's still like, did we get the most?
But if we
And I'm
got the
like,
1.1,
we
yeah,
did so good. I need to remind him I negotiated really hard for him. Good news though, he sent me a really nice text about keep up the good work. You're $1 million real estate producing agent in 3 months of being an agent. And so, he said, if you ever, he said, can you bring me a business card? My neighbors across the street are moving and I want to go walk over there today, and give them your card and tell them about you.
that's so great.
I know that home. I know that they're interviewing agents because I got a call from an agent saying, hey, I wanted to talk to you about your listing. I'm interviewing to sell another home in your neighborhood. And I'm like, no, I'm hoping to get that. I didn't say that. I'm like, I can't talk now. I'm in the middle of all these offers, and I now is not a good time. So, and other good news, I need to get a buyer broker agreement to Linus, my seller, because he wants to go see a home today.
Nice.
Jeanette, Jeanette, can we just send that to him? Remind me, can I do that on command? How do I email that to him?
It's through DocuSign. I'm happy to send it though, if you want me to.
Oh, that would be amazing. And then eventually I need to learn how, but I would love that.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. We will put 3% in there for my commission.
Perfect.
My client is getting an amazing deal. Let me just tell you,
Oh, you went on mute.
Can I tell you the amazing deal my client's getting? He was
Yeah.
so worried having to pay buyer agent commission when I help him find a home. So he didn't want to pay that on the sale. And so he didn't. He found a home. He's already talked to people and he said, yep, I already found out that the seller's going to pay your commission. I'm like, well, you're getting a really great deal then. You didn't have to pay for it either way. And I was like, remember when I talked to you that night about how you were worried about that? How this is how it's going to turn out? Yeah, I understand. I understand.
You're a good agent then, Amy. Got him exactly what he wanted.
I'm trying to remind him that. He's happy. He's happy.
Yeah, it's funny with these things. Like if you look, you got him basically everything he was hoping for. You're basically next to the comps that you were saying in terms of price. He didn't pay commissions like he was needing to, and now he's not having to pay you commissions. Like it's all lining up. And so the thing that you need to make sure happens is that you end strong. People can have this great experience all the way through, and then if like the very end of it goes wrong, then people will often remember just that. They won't remember all of the good. Like one time on the Red Sign team, we're selling this house. We thought it would sell for like 400. We ended up getting an offer for 420. We let them know that there was a handful of things that she would have to fix, like a cracked window. Came back exactly like we said, cracked window, she needed to replace it. Then we negotiated a move out so she could move out a little bit later. Anyway, long story short, she ended up taking a little bit longer than was promised. Some of the new buyers' furniture started to show up while she was still moving out, and it made her upset, and she complained to everyone. And I'm like, we literally made you $20,000 more than you were thinking. Everything else happened exactly as we said. So we hit all of our expectations. And because your move out went poorly, you were upset with the whole process. She
Yeah, and
wrote like
that's the
a
parts I remember.
5-page letter of how upset she was and everything. And I'm like, this is ridiculous because it was great.
Yeah, it really, you have to have thick skin because him feeling like that one thing he didn't get the very max, it's driving me crazy and it's taking it just, yeah, it as an agent you can't focus on that even though they do, and then they do a review. That's terrible. There's a
Yeah.
lot of emotions involved.
Yes. Yes. But if you end strong, people tend to remember that. So
Yeah,
move
yeah,
in, move outs are very important. Closing, all of those things, making sure it all happens like it should. And you're still going to hit hiccups, and that's not what I mean by make it awesome.
yeah,
Be there to solve the problems. You know, when this happened, I was out of town on Saturday and furniture started to show up from the other agent. So I wasn't able to just call and make everyone feel better about everything. So she was freaking out and couldn't get a hold of anyone, me or the agent that was helping. And really, it was just when you're shipping furniture across the country, when it shows up, it shows up. And she was mad about that. So it was unrealistic, but we could have talked her down if we were available. So it's one of those
right.
things. So remember, and strong.
Okay, awesome.
Yes. Hey, Callie, when are you going live with your fourplex?
I'm hoping to do that on Friday. I don't know exactly what I need to do other than give Jeanette a listing description and pictures. Pictures are being done today.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's pretty much it. We're ready. We'll get it listed on Friday. If something comes up, I'll let you know, but looking good.
Awesome. Cameron, I'm gonna send you my description and have you make sure that it looks good and I have all the information I need, if you don't
Sweet.
mind.
Yep, I will definitely read through it. And I will pull out my red pen and judge it like an English teacher.
You're better
Just-
than me. I use ChatGPT.
I use ChatGPT for everything. Whenever I do a listing, I say, hey, Chat, ask me like 10 questions about this listing that I want you to write a description for. And then it asks me all these questions and I fill them all out. And then, boom, it gives me a listing description that is accurate. It probably takes a little bit longer, but it definitely writes it better than I would. English is not my strong suit. Oh, good. Okay, what are the questions?
Let's see, am I still, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I am learning as I go. I wanted to talk to my seller last night and he wasn't replying. So I went over and picked up some of my staging materials so I could I just really wanted to talk to him and see him. So I picked up a lot of the staging materials and then I got him home and I realized the inspection's going to be next week. So I should probably bring a lot of them back, don't you think? So the home looks the same as it did at the open house.
Yes and no. Usually at this point they're bought in.
Okay.
And we're looking at like what is wrong with the home. That being said, at the same time, sometimes they'll bring extra people because it's basically you're opening the house for 3 or 4 hours. And so if
Yeah.
they're like, oh, my mom wants to come, my dad's gonna come, whatever, like they
Yeah.
might show it to other people. And it would definitely look better with those things. Now, I don't think it's like a dill killer or anything, but to not have some of these things because
Okay.
I think staging helps, but it's usually not the reason someone buys a house.
Okay. I might bring a few of the smaller things back, but not like the pillows and throw blankets and stuff.
Yeah. Were
Okay.
they just your stuff that you just took over to stage?
Yeah, I kind of wanted it back. My house was so empty. My like deck chairs, a lot of pillows, throw blankets. I did buy a couple. I did buy a few things like some fake plants and some yeah, like a nice wreath and doormat and stuff. So yeah, I probably spent, I don't know, $100 on things, but then I also brought a bunch from my house.
Yeah.
It was
Well, now
super
you have
fun.
those for your next listing.
Yeah, yeah. And now my house looks better than it did before because I put all those other things on my house.
Love it. Okay, well, we're Wednesday, so we have Sally Price, Teach and Ignite. I don't even know what it is. It's a follow up with leads. So it should be a great one if you can make it today. Sally is amazing. She's the director of sales for the Dan Kennedy team. And so she knows what she's doing and she follows up very well. So making sure no one falls through the cracks is today's goal. So if you can make it, come to that, and then we'll have a team meeting tomorrow.
Cameron, question.
Yes.
Speaking of following up, I have a lot of people, I wanted to follow up on our home buying seminar, first time home buying seminar.
Yes.
I'm adding people to the list and I'm like, well, I will let you know when we do one. So I wanted to follow.
I want to do it towards beginning of October. So we have Jakers happening the end of September. And so anyone that's doing that, I want them to be able to do that and also the first time home buyer seminar. So you can call everyone. So actually tomorrow in team meeting, we are going to talk about events and how to use these events like the the pumpkin patch and the first time homebuyer seminar that we're going to do to generate leads and get closings. So that's what we're
Okay.
going to go over tomorrow. So definitely make it if you can.
Okay,
9 to
October,
3.
I will tell people, October.
Cam, can I share something for 20 seconds?
Yeah.
All right. So on command, by the way, if you haven't set up your command, Hunter will be back on Tuesday. We got some amazing smart plans here ready for you, like for the reviews and also for the referrals, because after a deal, it will be good for us to ask for reviews and referrals as well. If you haven't set up your testimonials, there's a video that I can send you if you want to follow on YouTube. But if not, you could go to Hunter's tech hours for next week.
Oh, yes, Ritz, thank you. Will you send that to me? Because I'm gonna ask my seller to write a review for me. And I was thinking of trying to get it on my website, but maybe there's other spots I should be putting it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a big fan of Google reviews. So you can
Yeah.
start a Google business. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, that
Um,
works as well. I actually copy the reviews from aside from the ones that are Shoney's asking for, like using text messages. You could also copy from your Google reviews straight to your command. So you got same, like you could choose which ones would show up on your like KW website.
Okay, I'll learn how to create a Google review spot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And then I love that. Copy it over to your website, and Hunter can help you with some of that too when he gets back next week. So, okay, well, I'll see you all in Ignite this morning and then tomorrow for our chat about events and getting that going. So go crush it today. We'll talk soon. See y'all.
Thank you.